We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Wiggles free. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Back to throw again. Pass it to Hyatt on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Bigsby once more. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second and 2.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on third and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Left side to Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Cowboys at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Prescott.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Bigsby is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Give to Bigsby on the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. N'Keal Harry from 4 yards out. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Another run by Bigsby.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 2nd and 13. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hyatt there to grab it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, You know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
"51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Slot man moves right. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 6. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he stopped immediately there. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Prescott to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw again.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. He's on his way.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Take Bigsby.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw is Prescott. Able to get away. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Let's go now. 19 right. 18 right here. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's take 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2-2 Atwell, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far. So why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 38 yards. And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Prescott.
forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's got some space here.
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.